Hello everyone and welcome to another video with me, Umber Rays, and here I am getting around to it. This is the first of my advice series of videos for Global's launch, and for you guys who are going to be playing Global, of course I expect the Global version to be slightly different. Just in the same way that Brave Exvius between JP and Global was different, I expect there to be some Global exclusives and whatnot for WOTV, just the same as Brave Exvius was. There is almost no doubt in my mind that that is going to be happening. So, but with that being said, I do think it's important that you listen to us on the JP side who have experienced quite a few things at this point. When it comes to WOTV, we know all about what worked for us, what didn't work for us, and those general guidelines could end up saving you a whole bunch of trouble and wasting a whole bunch of resources. With that being said, definitely check out my character reviews. They will be coming in groups of 3 per video, like 3 units per video, and I'll be talking about current characters at launch as well as future characters, and that will be rolling out until the game launches on March 25th. Also, for anybody on the global side who is looking forward to WOTV, you may want to check out my Twitch channel this weekend on Sunday, March 22nd. March 22nd is going to be a live stream for WOTV on the JP side. Whatever is new and is coming up is going to be announced very quickly. It could involve, it will probably involve new characters and collaborations. With Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out next month, that is what I am pegging will be the next collaboration, and will probably bring a lot of girls to the WOTV yard. Or wait, milkshakes, whatever. Anyway, come check out that video, the live restream, to check out what will be coming in the future. That will also be important for how you manage your resources. So what am I talking about today? Well, I am going to be talking about pulls, guilds, and farming. You can see the text right there. That's telling you exactly what. In other videos, I'm also going to be doing who is currently considered to be meta. I will also be talking about spending, time consumption, and rare resources, as well as shops, skills, buying, and investments. So all of those things will be covered in future videos, but for right now, let's talk about pulls, guilds, and farming. Pulls, guilds, and farming. Let's start with the first one, obviously, pulls, because, you know, gacha games kind of need some characters if you're going to be able to do anything. And WOTV is primarily a character gacha, but is also a card gacha as well. Characters and cards are basically in the same pool. You're looking at a 4% rainbow rate total, or UR rate. 2% for characters and 2% for these cards. Why are cards important? Well, cards, for instance, have various effects on your characters, such as this one of the most important cards in basically to this date is this card. It is only a rare in terms of rarity, but it boosts a character's attack quite a bit. This has been one of the most important physical attacker cards since the beginning, and is still important now. But other cards will give you summons and whatnot. But regardless, all of this stuff is not what I'm interested in talking about. You can see previews on the banners, you can see the rates. The rates are posted in the game. There are step-ups, there are going to be other things too, but all of that is inconsequential to my pull advice. Because I have currently already on the WOTV JP side, there have been horror stories of people trying to get specific characters off of banners. I have run simulators a whole bunch of times using the Famitsu website, or Altima, sorry, not Famitsu, Altima. And the simulator seems to be roughly approximately 20 to 24,000 lapis, which sounds like a lot, but this game gives out a fair amount of lapis on a regular basis. So providing that you're willing to save up and, you know, then go on a banner, you're looking at about 24,000 on average to see a character that is on the banner to show up. Obviously, you can see, there are paid lapis exclusives that guaranteed you are characters and everything. But my big advice to you, if you are not looking to spend money on WOTV at all, is that when it comes to a banner, either make a decision beforehand. Is this a banner that I totally want to skip? Is this a banner that I could wait for later to maybe there will be some kind of deal on it? Or is this a banner that I just want to have a little fun on? Or is this my banner? Is this the one that I will just go and accept the consequences? First of all, skipping banners is totally acceptable. You do not need every character in this game, nor should you be trying to get every character in this game if you are free to play. It is just too expensive and too time-consuming to raise every single character. Much better and much more fun, in my opinion, to try and get the characters you really want. Plan ahead using the JP side, and then build those characters, because it takes a long time to TMR and max out a character, but it is possible. Anyway, when it comes to pulls on banners, if it is a fun banner, I very much recommend only doing 1 or 2 multis to get the character on the first day. If you don't get the character, kind of just pass on the banner. There are other options later. Taking into example, a current example would be this elemental banner. Currently there is Light and Earth element on it, featuring Ketone as well as Engelbert. 2 very powerful characters on the JP side currently, one who's a ninja, one who is a tank. But regardless, this has a specific UR gauge. Now, if you are pulling on this banner up to, it basically fills 20% for every multi you do, with by the time you get to max, your next one will guarantee you a UR character from the banner, or a UR card from the banner. This is really, really, really good for a lot of reasons. It is, for free-to-players, this is a way to get stuff. Now, if you get a UR character, and I've tried this, so I do know, if you are going up and doing multi-pulls on here and you get a UR character, it doesn't cancel out the UR gauge. You're still building towards another UR. So 12,000 lapis can be incredibly well spent on a banner like this, as opposed to a regular banner, like for instance the current Rain one. Flashy and new, powerful character, but yeah. If I was pulling on the Rain banner, for example, I understand that Rain is a powerful tank-based character and good for hard content in this game. I would only be doing 1 or 2 multis unless I committed to just throwing everything at the banner until I got the character. Like, if it's just your favorite character, I understand that idea, but really, restraint is a good idea in this game. There are already repeated banners on the JP side featuring better deals, and for people who are spending money on and buying the paid lapis, you will be rewarded spending that on guaranteed banners that guarantee you either a UR character or a UR card. So yeah, when it comes right down to it, my biggest advice for pulls is just don't overspend. Really set up a budget ahead of time, 1 or 2 multis, because afterwards you still need to go to the shop and start getting shards. That's the big thing when it comes to characters in this game. Lapis cost to pull the character is 1. I gotta sell this and get some gold. I'm very close to that 100 million gold. Anyway, that's beside the point. You have to start buying shards for the characters. You can farm these, get these from events and from daily logins. There are lots of ways of getting these character shards as well as hard quests. But to get this, you're looking at about 6,000 lapis. This is why I would not try more than 1 or 2 multis on a character that I'm just kind of lukewarm, that I understand is good, but will be in the game for a while. So I will have plenty of chances of him popping up in my summons. I'm looking at 6,000 lapis, so 10,000 lapis to do 2 multis, and even then, if I get the character, I have to buy this 120 shards, ends up being more expensive than you think. So that's why I feel like, it's fine to try 1 or 2 multis on a new banner if you want. There is a pretty good inflow of free lapis in this game. There really is. But when it comes right down to it, going insane on a banner is usually a way to end up feeling really sad and really bad. Next up is guilds. As soon as you can, you want to form these guilds. Guilds are a bonus and a benefit to you. They give resources per day by how many people are logged in. As you can see, my guild is here on the JP side is not doing very well. There's also the statues, which by building the statues, you end up getting bonuses to your characters. Like here, we're getting increased TP, we're getting increased in terms of how many people can be in the guild. So there are benefits to building these statues. You should be doing it every day and contributing to your guild every day. Yes, it might be a little bit of a shot in this video at my guild mates who are not doing so much. My guild is pretty much dead on the JP side since everybody left. Sad times. But anyway, guilds are really good for getting extra resources, and provided that you have a good number of logins per day, guilds will also give you some extra lapis and extra skip tickets, so that's good too. Now, looking at Guild Wars. Guild Wars is something that happens every day on the JP side and could happen every day on the global side. It only runs for about 2 hours, and it is daily, and it is tiring, so be aware of that. Now, last thing is farming. In this game, you need to farm a lot of resources. Take my character here, Vanessa, who I've gotten to job level 12 on 2 of her jobs, but am still missing the resources needed to do to get her final job, her thief job, up. The game is very user-friendly in my opinion. I know that some people don't like menus within menus, but the thing I really like about this is it shows you exactly where the stages that you can go do this on. Now, in terms of farming, you will be doing a fair amount of it. The auto button was a fantastic feature that was added to this game, and obviously the 2 times speed that you get in this game from spending money or playing the game for many, many, many days makes this much faster. But regardless, WOTV, while being having that fun strategy of Final Fantasy Tactics is present, you should know that while that is the case, you will be doing a lot of farming in this game to get the resources that you need. The characters that you are wanting to build use up a lot of resources, whether it's yellow orbs or green orbs or blue orbs or any, like all the elemental stuff in different tiers. There's a fair amount, which is something that I kind of want to talk about in another video, but I will give this advice. Don't burn out on it. It is okay to just let the game auto itself for a while and just take your time with it. Yes, whales are going to speed through it and become more powerful with you. They also have another thing that makes them incredibly more powerful than you in a gacha game, the credit card. And to that extent, arena and PvP should just be something fun that you do, and whether you win or lose should not be that important. But yes, on the JP side later, they add a auto lap feature, which means that you can just set your game to auto repeat multiple times and use up all of your stamina and just get to the end. It is a fairly reliable way of just farming the resources you need. It is a good way to use your stamina outside of hard quests and whatnot. It is probably a little, for some people, obviously, I think you're going to be wanting that harder challenge content, and that will come in the future. But for the first little while in WOTV, a lot of it is farming, and not all of it is super exciting. Regardless, doing the farming is just something that is part of WOTV, and the best way is to, not go overly crazy on it, but just kind of let it do itself and be patient with your characters. They will grow and become considerably stronger, but it will take a while. The other option for you is skip tickets, but skip tickets are kind of hit or miss when they are given out. Currently, they were given out, but before that, for about 8 or 9 or 10 days, I can't remember, there were no skip tickets, and that kind of hurts. Skip tickets can be used to basically bypass even using time and just kind of just shoot your stamina right through. Overall, I wouldn't totally recommend using them a ton. I use them primarily more for just using stamina when I don't have a lot of time to play the game and I just don't want to be wasting or not utilizing my stamina properly, because I am looking to farm, because I want to improve my characters. So overall, WOTV is a game that will require a lot of farming, and God willing, for everybody on the global side, they will make farming rates just a little bit better. There's also times where there will be events where farming rates for either EXP or gold or drops, especially drops, will be doubled. So that is the time that you should probably save your skip tickets and extra stamina pots for. I understand we like these characters, we want to use these characters, we want to make these characters as powerful as they can possibly be, because that's fun. But WOTV is very much still in its infancy stage, and we are not quite there to the point where, you know, you hit critical mass with everything. It may sound a little strange, it may be a little obvious to some people, but it was a common complaint with people who were playing on the JP side that it was a frustratingly slow process at times. So plan kind of when you want to use your stamina pots and your skip tickets for when there is a double farming event. It'll just save you a lot of headaches and it will make things a lot easier. Also for farming, it should be noted that, as I have said previously, if you are looking to spend money on WOTV at all, earlier is probably better. And here's the thing, you can buy that lapis and just save it. Paid lapis is valuable into the future for paid lapis only banners. But there is something that is beneficial, which is the royal ranks, which does increase much faster, much faster when you spend money. If you are going to do that, it does offer farming bonuses for EXP and gold and a few other things. And obviously the 2x speed. But is the 2x speed necessary? Not really. When it comes to WOTV, you can set it on auto and just keep hitting the button to just auto lap and whatnot when that feature is added, and that will be enough. Anyway, I hope this gave you a bit of advice on how to do it. If you have any questions about the current topics that I have talked about today, please drop it in the comment section and I will try to get to it. It's obviously currently around the world, it's a little bit crazy, and Japan is no exception. But anyway, for you global people, I hope this is helpful. And I noticed that it says WOTV review. Not important. Don't worry about it. Reviews in the next video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.